this video, I'll be breaking down how to make unique samples like Nami. So I started off this sample with this sound from Analog Lab. It's called the Bankroll preset by Jordan Fox. And I came up with this pattern using FL keys, and then I changed it to this sound. Super basic and super ambient. I kind of use this as like a texture layer, and for the effects I just added a EQ to cut out some of the lows. And I also duplicated this pattern and I added a second section where it's like kind of less busy. Kind of so it's not as repetitive and it leaves more room for the artist. Then I laid that sound with the Interfrequencies preset by Cryptic, and it's following the exact same chords. I just copied and pasted over. And I kind of liked how weird and unique it sounded, and for the effects I just added a EQ to cut out some of the lows, and then an RC20 with the vinyl free preset. And then once again I copied that same pattern over and I took out some of the high notes just to leave more room. And what I did is I bounced them both out, and then I added this little like gap here where the bass comes in and just adds a bit of silence, because I can't remember who said it, but someone said silence is an instrument. Use silence in your samples. Then I knew I wanted a bass, like a plucky bass, so I found this one bass. Just super repetitive, and it's just following the root notes and no effects on that. Then I felt the sample was kind of full, but then I found this one texture from I think Lasvis. I reckon it kind of fit the vibe of like that weird, unique type of sample. And for the effects, I added a hyper chorus and then a delay. And then the last sound I added, it's not really a sound, it's more of a melodic texture. It's from my boy Bot. Nothing too crazy, it just sits in the background. And then what I did is I routed everything onto one mixer track. I added a effect track with the basic vintage punch preset, and I liked how this sample sounded, so I bounced this one as a version 1, so I'll just play everything together. Super cool, I loved how it sounded. Then I had the idea of like, what if I take out the bass, bounce it out, and then see if I can flip it some sort of way. So what I did is I bounced it into one wave file without the bass, and I ended up with this. And what I did is I pitched it up 3 semitones, and I was just messing around with the chops, and I really liked how it sounded, how it didn't hit on the one. And I'll just play that for you now. And I love how Bot's texture that I added kind of adds more of like a percussion loop type of feel. And then I added this to the same effect with the effect track and all that. And then what I did is I just chopped out some of the parts, like the busy parts. I didn't add that because it sounded way too busy in my opinion. I just left it without like the simplistic chords. And so that's basically it. I know it's a quick video, but I really like this sample and I wanted to break it down for you guys. If you like this sample or any other sample that you've seen on my channel, I've dropped 23 samples for you guys to get down below. All you need to do is put in your email and I'll send it to you. But anyway, this is the final sample with just some basic drums. Follow me on Instagram and all that at Louis Oblin. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to see. And yeah, peace.